Right now in the studio, we've got guests from Loma Awards. Good morning, Kingsley.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Okay, so Kingsley, you are from Loma Awards. First of all, tell us what Loma Awards is about.
Okay, thank you. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thanks for joining us.
So, I'm from Location Marketing Awards. So, it's called Loma Awards. So, Location Marketing. Location Marketing Awards. And we have, last year we started off the awards as a way of rewarding and recognizing exceptional works in out-of-home advertising industry in Nigerian markets.
Out-of-home advertising. Okay.
Yeah. And this year we've taken it a little bit step further by making it a 2 days event, which is conference day 1 and awards day 2. Okay. So, and the question is, what is location marketing all about? So the concept of location marketing came as an offshoot of the technological influence and impact on the advertising services and of out of home, which people know as outdoor advertising.
Okay.
And for the general public, what they know is billboards, but that is not just only what out of home is all about. Okay. So in the past, it's known as outdoor advertising. With time, it transitioned to what is called out-of-home advertising, which is most what everybody knows today. But right now, it has gone beyond that to what is called location marketing. The question is, what happened in between to change these concepts? And from outdoor is basically selection, and from the concept of outdoor, which represents any form of advertising you engage audience with one the outdoor space. But with time, modern trades and other forms of public places in a confined environment began to pop up, like your malls, eateries, and rest alike. But you need to capture these guys. The question is, does the name outdoor advertising still suffice? It doesn't longer suffice. So the concept of out of home, which is out of your home, your first place and your second place is comes into play, which is why it's called out of home advertising. But what we are preaching is location marketing, which is the third stage where we are right now. So it's either location marketing or audience planning, which means that it's no longer about the locations you find these people. It's about the audience you find at these locations. So you're no longer planning based or trying to reach people based on the mall, only the mall alone, but who are the people you're talking to? So what you have put in mind now is all about the audience themselves. Where can they be found? What the conversation they're having, and the kind of mindset and the receptive mindset at that point in time. So the concept of location marketing comes in, or audience planning came in. So what we are doing as Location Marketing Award is to let the world know that industry of out-of-home advertising has moved from that stage to what we call location marketing, which the different means can be used to reach people. And this is driven by data, big data, which is your regular data you know all about. So that's just a quick summary of this.
Wow, I have to say that's a huge trend shift from what we've known before. That's a whole lot going on in that industry that I bet a lot of people are not even aware of. Well, so how do you see Loma Awards impacting the future of out of home marketing?
Okay, so
I mean, in Nigeria generally.
So beyond Nigeria, I think the audience is just beyond Nigeria actually. But in terms of the impact, is in grabbing here is that it's changing the mindset of advertisers on how they should approach out-of-home advertising. In the past, or even it still happens now, people feel they're doing you a favor by using outdoor, or some claim that it's expensive. But we're letting you know, trying to break it down to let you know that there's no longer an expensive channel. Outdoor is no longer about billboard structure alone.
Okay.
I'm sure you will see some A-frame on the road, maybe it's artisan shows. These are part of outdoor. Your flyers and posters are part of outdoor. Do you understand? So we're letting people know that these are just gone beyond just billboard structures alone. Even sometimes there's an argument ongoing right now. Is smartphone part of outdoor because it's engaged, can target you at your location.
Wherever you are.
Is it part of it?
Yes. It's arguable, right?
Okay.
It could be.
Because it can still be something that can be found in your home.
All right. So It's now changing. Location marketing concept is now changing the mindset people have towards outdoor advertising. Clients no longer put you at the back end and say, okay, just go and print flyer, print a flex and put up there. All right, I will ask you, which audience are you talking to? Where can they be found? And how can I speak to them specifically? Bespoke solution, bespoke communication to them. So what you talk to people on the mainland is not how you talk to people on the island.
Sure. So
that targeted messaging comes into play. That is what location marketing is doing. And for the award, we are trying to use the award to recognize those who are doing this exceptional works within this space, which encourage others to be able to do better.
All right. So now when it comes to advertising, I mean, we have different types of, awards happening across board, right? But what sets the Loma Awards apart from, other awards in the advertising industry?
That question is always an interesting one when you ask that. So one of the things we try doing is to make sure there's transparency and credibility in the process. And how do I mean by that is we are not just randomly calling you up and saying we are giving you an award. Submit your entry, submit your work. Let the judges do their job.
Okay.
And importantly, let the auditors monitor the whole process and make sure that we'll be able to scrutinize and say, you've done this work, you deserve it. And based on numbers, the voting aspect. So we've been able to put some measures around it to make sure that it's not just because we are here as the planning team to be able to just give anybody a fee or say reward anybody. No, you have to put in your work first, show interest, they review your work and to grade it based on some scoring points and rest of life. The judges make the decision and the public vote as well, which is within the industry, not just any public, people within the industry vote. And from there, we'll be able to arrive at the people who deserve to be rewarded for the year review.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the transparency in the judging process because we know when Nigerians are very, very, we want to know and to avoid rigging. But it seems you've sort of answered that.
Yeah, I just touched on it. In fact, to delve deeper into this particular transparency conversation. First of all, we submit our score points and the criteria to the Advertising Regulatory Council first. They have to review the process and be sure that this is what going into. Once that approval is done, let's go to the next stage, which is getting the auditors. And the auditor that are working with us is Fovis Mazars. So it's an audit third party, independent monitoring. They audit every process we're doing. So they supervise whatever. As the voting is ongoing, they have access to real-time votes, making sure that no manipulations. The judges that are doing their job, they have the master sheet as you're scoring your scores, they're seeing it real time. So we have to put this in place. Then if another question is, why will public vote be part of it? Because you are not in outer space. We do understand who we are voting for. That's why we have to put in, first of all, you have to use a corporate email address to vote.
Okay.
Just a corporate email address to vote. So from there, you really know it's a small industry. So we know who and who is where you're coming from. Then we know who are clients. And some of these things help us to checkmate and make sure that the right people are voting. So the votes are of quality, not just any type of vote.
All right. Now you spoke about the process of picking. Talking about the judges. Now, can you tell us or give us probably mention some names of some prominent jury members involved in Loma?
Yeah. Okay. We have top persons. In fact, we have one of the judges, the jurors are from US and New York is Tim Rowe. Another person is two persons are from South Africa, Remy Dupree, and we have Donald Margali from South Africa. Then within the Nigerian markets, we have Emmanuel Adediro from Equity Plus Media. We have Olale Kon, the executive of Seven Interactive on board. We have Amina Adekoya from Media Reach OMD. We have Yacinda Degbite from Dentsu agency as well. And we also have Onwukaeme from Bonish. So we have top people who have experience in this space. Okay, so and this is just people watching and checking up, making sure that the whole process is actually credible enough and transparent in the process.
So what are some key categories of the awards or the nominations this year?
Okay, we have innovative companies of the year, which has to do with people who have been thinking beyond just using your traditional formats. Okay, you can see some works of people, you'll be like, well, is this part of outdoor? Some people who are adopting some concept of signage into ad advertising. We have what's it called? Another category which we call the programmatic DOH of a category, which is because sponsored by one company called Polygon. So these new categories came up. Where they come up is important because of the concept of location marketing, and programmatic is one of those things. Programmatic advertising in ODOH is part of those things. So these new categories that came up, and for the personalities, we have what we call personalities awards. For these personalities awards, I have to cover for individuals who are doing exceptional work. If you look at the salespeople, nobody wants to really think they don't have work. Operations. So we have to bring in these people and recognize them in the process to say, we see you're the engine of the whole business.
Yeah.
Nice.
And those are part of categories of award that are part of this.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned the conference and then you mentioned awards. I think we've spoken enough about the awards. Can we talk about the conference now? When is it happening?
27th. The conference is 27th.
Okay.
And the conference is the theme of the conference is unlocking the power of out-of-home advertising in building Nigerian entertainment industry.
Okay.
So the idea behind it is we found, I think last year, one of the things that's practiced last year, one of our guests from delegates that came from Spain actually said, in other markets, the entertainment industry spends, especially movies and the rest of the they spend huge on outdoor. Why is Nigeria different? And
Why is Nigeria different?
Marketing budget.
Okay.
So the question is, how can we move within this marketing budget issue constraint we're having? How can we move around if the collaboration comes into connection and partnership is needed?
Okay.
But if we don't bring these people together, bring the entertainment industry and outdoor entertainment industry together to discuss and see how they can collaborate and partner to be able to grow the industry. That's what the conference, this particular theme of the conference is all about.
Okay.
So this goes beyond just movies, sports, stadium branding is there, right? You have your what's it called? Your comedy industry as well. They think it's just only about A-Frame. A-Frame doesn't do it only for you. There's still other ways you can collaborate. Some people do partnership to say, I'll give you a ticket to my show, for table for two or the rest alike, but just help me to use your out-of-home tool. So this level of opportunities that they can collaborate is important. So that's why we're trying to make sure that we create this conference to discuss the new technology solutions that we have in outdoor space, how they can help the entertainment industry to grow, so that even without paying much, you can be in partnership. It could be in some kind of trade by barter and trade by barter deals to be able to grow the whole space. So this is me just using the opportunity to call out to the entertainment industry, persons who are there. Come on, let's discuss. Let's see how we can help you guys, so that even if budget is your problem, we can always give you solutions that are not cost-effective solutions.
So when is the conference?
27th of September.
And the venue?
Marcelina's Place, GRA Ikeja. Then award night is Marriott Hotel, 28th night. Which is
28th night, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and for people...
Those who want to attend, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask that.
Sorry?
Those who want to attend, is it for everybody, or you have to have like an invite as for the conference now?
Yeah, anybody can attend if you want to learn. It's knowledge sharing.
Okay, so just come to the event.
Tickets?
Yeah, so we have ticket going on. We can drop a phone number that people can reach out to if you want to sign up. That number is 0703 242 5856. Again, 0703 242 5856. So once you send a message to this number, we'll be able to send the link to register. Once you register, for the first five persons who registers, we're going to be rewarded with them. their transport fare will be used them at the award the event conference day.
Okay.
And that's 10,000 I promise to each person, to the first five persons.
Okay.
So
that's generous.
Really generous, I must say.
All right, thank you very much, Kingsley, for coming and telling us more about out of home marketing. Yes. And congratulations on all you're doing for the advertising industry. And best of wishes for Loma Awards coming up this 27th. Is it? No, the conference is coming up 27th. Yes, absolutely.
The award is 28th.
The award is 28th.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, everyone, for having me. Have a great day ahead.
You too. Thank you.